Alright, welcome to Space Engineers, another experiment that just happened to work out better than I thought it was going to. Alright, currently we are using the test platform as my starship, the Zillifer, my Star Destroyer. It's just a little project that I worked on a long time ago. It's actually the first ship, well, second ship I actually built in Space Engineers. Although, ironically, the bridge is part of my first ship. I really need to automate all these doors because there are a lot, and I do mean a lot of doors on the ship. Alright, so the experiment that we are going to be reviewing today is a experimental automation of what I like to call a TIE Fighter launch program. This is one of my TIE Fighters. Now, I redesigned it to completely automate the launch process. Right now, the thrusters are all shut off. It's attached to that. It does have landing gear on the bottom of the other part, but those aren't important. So, in order for it to function, all we have to do to launch this thing is climb into the cockpit. And now, everything is online and it is fully capable of launching as is. Cockpit automatically closes, engines all fire, it disconnects, all thrusters are active. It is fully functional. And the other thing is, let's fly back in here. Accidentally dock ourselves. I accidentally docked it. Okay, I was not expecting to accidentally dock it to one of the older TIE Fighters. That was not what I was expecting to happen. That is a complete accident. I had no intention of doing that. I had no idea that was going to happen. Sorry. That's a thing. This is one of my older models. Landing gear. Ooh, what the heck just happened? Okay, I was not expecting to be projectiled out of the ship. Alright, let's get back to that. We're gonna have to wrong way. Far. And now that we are set up, instead of pressing park or any other buttons, boop, get out, it locks up, shuts down all the engines, opens the cockpit, and it is ready for storage, basically. Now, as you can see, this was completely unintentional, but I managed to fit it to where you can basically stack these TIE fighters end to end on this thing. Not intentional, but still functional. Now, I haven't done any work on my TIE interceptors or my TIE bombers to automate these processes. They are still very much works in progress. I wish... Well, I do need to automate all this stuff eventually. But that's for another video. Mostly, I just wanted to demonstrate one of the things that you can do with literally just adding 2 blocks. These 2 blocks. 1 timer block and 1 event controller block. Literally right there. Event controller block triggers as soon as you sit in this seat, which triggers this timer, which does everything listed. To show you what all the timer does, it turns on the engines, closes the hatch, disconnects the, or switches the connector, and unlock or switches the landing plates. That's all it does. But it does all of those without having to press any buttons whatsoever. So if you wanted a fighter craft to be deployable as soon as you jumped into the cockpit, that's how you do it. It is fully ready to just have a person jump in, start thrusting downward to get out. That's it. Now this one, like says, completely no modifications whatsoever. I haven't done any work on it yet. This is actually my more standardized model, designed to look more like an actual TIE fighter, as opposed to this, which was an original prototype, designed to be a lot faster. Yeah. But that's a rough review of my TIE fighter inside my Zillifer Star Destroyer. You know, come to think of it, I could probably automate this too. I need more ice for this. But this is my Lambda shuttle. It is my most lore accurate variant of the Lambda shuttle. It does fly. Not willingly though, but it does fly. It is atmosphere capable. Barely. I need some more serious thrust on this thing for atmospheric controls. But it's got all these standard guns. It's got a lot of guns. Anyway, really the TIE Fighter was the main thing I wanted to show off, and how the new Automatons DLC can change how you build and design the functions of your craft. Now, I did learn something else interesting. You can actually do all of those same controls while jumping into a passenger seat. The passenger seat does count as a cockpit for the event controller. So you could literally just jump inside here, put a regular old passenger seat, or put a passenger seat anywhere else, and have it perform the same functions, and then activate a remote and just manually activate a remote control. I mean, I wish there was a way you could activate the remote control using the event controller, but I discovered that does not work. You cannot activate a turret controller or a remote control using the event controller by just jumping into by using the cockpit jump-in method. It does not work. I tested it earlier. It's disappointing, but true. But since we're here, give you a good idea of just how big this ship actually is. I designed it to be roughly 900 meters long. If I remember right, that's either the stereolith or the monolith that I've got stuck there. Yep, she's a big ship. Anyway, that was all I really wanted to do for this video. There's its name. Honestly, I need to paint that in a different color. How about have a little more contrast? Yeah, I don't have one on that side. Anyway, that's the Zillifer and the TIE Fighter that we had demonstrating. So, that'll be the end of this video. Unfortunate, but true. This was just a shorty that I had planned. Atomatons is going to lead to a lot of people developing new and ingenious methods of using them. I've already seen the missile method and the carrier method. I mean, in all reality, it would not be that hard to build the TIE droids or even droid starfighters in Space Engineers now and have them launch and go off and fight enemies for you. But that's all for a different setup, and honestly, I am nowhere near skilled enough to do that myself. It'll be a while before I even attempt it.